Want to know what's going on in the next show? Then head over to our website. Click on the TV guide. This will tell you who's presenting, which guest we have joining us, along with what's going on in each hour. If you ever miss a show, you can catch up by clicking on the day you missed and then click Watch This Show. You can also view what product was on and if it's still available to buy. Catch up on Hobbymaker. Here at Hobbymaker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
Here at Hobbymaker, we love seeing what you've been making, and it's our job to keep you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your Hobbymaker account sound? Every month, we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky Hobbymaker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your crafty makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random and will announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 PM show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated and get inspired with Hobbymaker.
Hello, good morning. Long time no see. Hello, welcome back to Hobbymaker. Of course, I'm Dave Bradford. Great to have your company, and we're waking you up bright and early on this Friday morning. I hope you're well. It's just you and me for a couple of hours. So if you want to get in touch with the show, we'd love to hear from you. And that's what I love about Hobbymaker. It's all interactive. You can message us. We can then reply to any questions you've got, any queries, just say hello, whatever it is. So if you're up early, got a brew on, got the toast in the toaster, and you want to say hello, you can email us studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. But you can also, of course, message us from our website. So what a lot of you know, I know you do this, you tell me, you have the television on, you've got your iPad or you've got your smartphone or whatever you've got there, and you get in touch regularly. Lots of you get in touch and you're walking your dogs, whether you're just kind of putting your feet up first thing in the morning or just waking up bleary-eyed and just kind of want a general start to the day. That's what we're all about. So if you go to our website, hobbymaker.co.uk, there's a little bar on the website that says contact the studio, and that's where you can put your message in and send it to us straight away. Just like this, we can show you. So if you go to hobbymaker.co.uk, that's what you'll see. You can watch us live anywhere that you like. We've got a Wi-Fi signal, and then there's just that little bar just down on the right-hand side of the picture that you can see there. It says, yeah, there we are, contact the studio. We're just putting in there, good morning. You can send it to us absolutely free of charge, and then Laura, our producer, can put that on the screen, and you can see your name up there, and everyone else can see it too. Now, let me introduce you to the team this morning. We have got in the studio Michael on camera number 2. Gorgeous Dan is in the building too. Morning, Dan. There he is. Paul is our director. Morning, Paul. Nice beanie. And Laura's there as well. She's our producer. There we are. That's your morning crew through until 8 o'clock this morning. So it's great that you're with us. And yeah, we do this every day of the week, Monday through Friday, weekdays, between 6 and 8 with Wake Up with Hobbymaker. And then we're on with the main part between 1 and 6. Now, we did give you a little sting there that said the early bird. Now, the early bird, a bit like our spotlight that we do sometimes as well, is one product that we've kind of looked at the show and thought, okay, what stands out to us? What is something that every crafter needs, whether you're into your mixed media, whether you're into your card making or just kind of general crafting, whatever it might be. And then what about the deal? What deal can we do for you? Well, what crafter do you know doesn't want and doesn't need glitter? Especially coming up to like the fall and the Christmas season. Glitter is massive, everybody wants it, but if you buy it individually in individual pots, it could be pretty pricey. What we've got for you today is crazy. Now this is what it's always been sold at, £14.99. And what you've actually got here are 24 pots of glitter. Now you think of glitter as silver and gold and maybe a few other colours, maybe a purple or whatever. We've got so many colours in here. The colours are electric. You've got kind of pop art colours like the bright yellows and the bright pinks and the greens and the oranges, the blues and so on. And you've got your traditionals in there as well, your greens, your reds and your golds for Christmas. But this is crazy to have 24 pots of quality fine glitter for $14.99. Oh, by the way, one thing I forgot to mention is that from today, right the way through until last orders on Sunday, we've got a special summer special discount code. Now, if you put the word summer special, all one word, don't break it up, summer special, all joined together, in the promo code box, when you get to checkout, you'll get 10% off everything. So whether you're buying something from this show, something later on with the Dream Ears or with Hunky Dory, or just kind of looking on the website, tell your friends as well, put summer special in the promo code box. You know, when you go online and you order anything, no matter what the website might be, and it's got a promo code box there, and you think, I haven't got a promo code, am I missing out on something? Well, yes, you are. If you put summer special in, you'll get 10% off your entire order. If you don't, you won't. Simple as that. So whatever you've been putting off buying or wanting to buy for a little while, whether it's glue, glitter, whatever it might be, a machine of some sort, summer special, put it in there on the promo code box and you'll get a magic 10% discount. Let me just show you through these glitters though, because these are $14.99 at the moment, but it is our early birds. So what can we do with these glitters? I'm going to put as many of these out as you can see. They've got salt and pepper shaker tops. So in other words, you can take the protective cap off inside. Each one of these, if I just open this up, each one of these will have like a cardboard disc over the top of them. Remove that, and you can then either kind of go in and get straight in there, or by removing that cardboard disc that's actually in the top of this cap here, remove that, you can then use the salt and pepper shakers on the top. You've actually got about 9 holes in the top of the cap, so you can just sprinkle the glitter on. But look at these colours. You've got orange, light blue, purple. There's a black glitter. How opulent is that? You've then got your red. Some of them have got like an AB finish. I mean, there's certainly AB glitter in there as well. You can probably see it's like kind of red and gold. You've then got that fuchsia. You've then got that lovely copper colour. This is one of my favourite colours. Look at that, isn't that amazing? That's been used already a little bit. Where can you find all these kind of wonderful variety of glitters? You've got neon, you've got, like I called it, like pop art. You've got your classics, your reds, your golds and your greens. Look at that yellow, isn't that amazing? All of these glitters, at the moment, 24 pots for $14.99 will be about, what would that be about, 75 pence? 70p? We're going to take it, not down by £1 or £2, we're going to take it down to less than a tenner. That's why it's an early bird. What does that work out to per pot? 41 pence a pot for this glitter. This is an outrageous offer to start your Friday. If you woke up feeling a bit blue, woke up feeling a bit kind of, I kind of start my day like that most days, to be honest with you. This is an opportunity to stock up on all the things that make you smile. All those wonderful glitters, you've got so much. You know, if you paid $1.99 for a pot of glitter like that, you wouldn't think that was expensive. So bearing that in mind, if they were $1.99 each and you bought 24 of them, you're looking at about £48 worth if they were $1.99 each. You're going to get all of them for £9.99 for 24, 41p per pot of glitter. You know, whether you're a traditionalist and you like your red, gold, green, whether you're someone that likes to be a little bit more way out, you've got all your funky pop art colours in there as well. But imagine these just stacked up in your craft room, on a shelf somewhere, or on the back of your table or your desk where you do your crafting. All of this for £9.99. And if you use that code, remember, you're going to get it for $8.99. You'll get an extra £1 off the price. $8.99 using summer special UCUP 58. What a great way to start your day. UCUP 58. Under a tenner for 24 pots of glitter. This is an incredible deal. I love that kind of mercury silver you've got there as well. You've got bubblegum pink. Hello, Ellen. You're in Hampshire. That lovely, bright, funky yellow. You've got your purple. The black is just wonderful. Carol in Greater Manchester, hello to you. Brand new crafters coming in for this as well. Whether you're stocking up, whether you're just starting with crafting or whatever, it's not even 6:10 and we're bringing you an amazing deal. 24 pots for for $9.99. You don't have, if you're frugal with your glitter at the moment because you're thinking, well, that cost me quite a bit of money, I'm just going to use a little bit on there. You can just go to town with this. You really, really can. All filled to the brim. Maybe go for a couple. Carol in Greater Manchester's in, Ellen in Hampshire, Annette in Warwickshire, brand new crafter. 24. You can mix the colours together if you want to, it's entirely up to you. But remember, each and every one of these has got that little dispenser cap to it too. All you need to do is, if the cardboard cover is stuck in the side of the cap there, just use your pokey tool and get that out, easy to get those out, and then you can sprinkle your glitter to your heart's content, and you haven't got that worry of, well, I can't use too much of this, I've only got a few left, or I've only got 1 or 2 left. You've got the lot. A collection of 24, and it comes in the plastic case. You can keep them in there if you want to, as like an organiser, or just take them out and display them. I mean, that to me, I know it's Notting Hill Carnival this weekend, isn't it? That to me is a carnival of colour, right the way across your craft room. If you want things on display in your craft room that make you happy, colour makes you happy, it does me anyway. To have that lined up, that wonderful kaleidoscope of colour, on your table, on your desk, on a little shelf or whatever, on the windowsill, you've got it all there for you at your fingertips as you need it. And to be honest with you, whatever colour you need for a project, if you can't find it in here, I don't know where you can find it, because there's every colour imaginable, from your darks right the way through to your brights and your lights. You've got the copper, you've got the gold, you've got those, I was going to say they're almost luminous, they're not luminous, but they almost look it, with that yellow and the green. Absolutely exceptional deal this morning. You've got basically 33% off. If you order it right now, it should be $14.99. You're getting it for $9.99. And if you use the code Summer Special, when you check out, you'll get it for $8.99. And remember, everyone only pays one P&P of $3.95. £3.95 postage for all of your orders all day long. So if you want to come back later on and buy something from Hunky Dory, buy something from Hayley and Carol and the Dreamies a bit later, you won't pay any more P&P. The way it works is, when you order anything during the day, it goes into the system, it links your name with what you've ordered. At midnight, you will then get your order processed, and you'll also get an email confirming what you've bought during the day. And all of that from different people, from different suppliers, it all gets listed on your email, and then you get charged just one postage of $3.95 to get it all delivered to your door. We'll come back to this a bit later on though. I know not everyone's awake at 6 a.m, but I know increasingly more and more of you are setting your alarm for 6. You don't want to miss the early bird. You don't want to miss a minute of Hobby Maker. And the way we work, the way we rock and roll Monday to Friday is we're on 6 till 8 with Wake Up with Hobby Maker. Then we're back on again after Sewing Street between 1 and 6 with more Hobby Maker as well. So that's the way we work Monday to Friday, and Saturday and Sunday we're here between 1 and 6. So congratulations to each and every one of you. Loads of you are processing your order right now. And if you are brand new, and you've never shopped with us before, yes, you can enjoy that extra 10% off with Summer Special. Put that in the promo code box, one word, Summer Special, and you'll get 10% off your entire order on top of that reduced price of $9.99, which is amazing. Okay, we'll come back to that and remind you of that a bit later on, but loads of you are starting your day with that, which is really good news. Now, we've got lots of things actually in the show. We've got some gemstone dust, genuine gemstone dust, which we can show you a bit later on, which you can do wonderful art with. We've got shrink plastic a bit later on as well, which is one of my absolute favourites. But we've also got these. Now, these are brilliant. These are actually pastel pens, but they're paint pens. Now, as you can see on the packaging here, this allows you to colour in on ceramic. You can do ceramic tiles, ceramic mugs. You can put it onto fabric as well if you want to. You can use these paint markers on literally everything, multi-surfaces. They recommend that you shake them for about 20 times before using them. And yeah, you can use them on all sorts of non-porous and porous surfaces as well. Now, these are lovely. Let me just show you the colours you've got here. You've got a white, so that's great, of course, if you're using like a darker surface, anything like that. You've got like an off-white colour. You've got a lovely bubblegum pink. You've got that lovely aqua green, gorgeous yellow, lovely lavender. Lovely lavender. And then you've got that gorgeous blue as well. Now, I've got one of our incredibly rare Hobby Maker mugs here. Now, I'm just going to take the top off one of these. Now, obviously, that's the white one, which isn't a good one to use on a white mug. Let me take the lavender one off for a second. They all come with protective coatings on them as well. And the idea behind it is that you can use these on wood, you can use it on MDF, you can use it on all sorts of surfaces. Now, if I just get a surface that I can... All you have to do is kind of pump these and prime them a little bit. And when you start to pump them, the paint will actually start to then come through the nib. As you can see, it's starting to come through the bottom of the nib there now. And then you can put them onto literally any surface you want. So you could be incredibly artistic. I'm doing this completely freehand, but let's just do a few lines. Now, obviously, it takes a little bit of time to dry. Not the steadiest hand in the world this morning. But I think you can see that it goes on this surface, which is incredibly smooth, incredibly shiny, but you get great coverage. So think about if you want to decorate a plate, if you want to personalize your mug. I mean, this is a great thing to do if you go to your local supermarket maybe and just buy a cheap and cheerful white mug. What would they be, 50p, 70p, something like that. Just get basic plain white mugs and that sort of thing. And then I know the kids have still got another week or so off school, haven't they? The kids will enjoy doing this. You'll enjoy doing it too. You can, if you like your sand tangling and your doodling, maybe you do it with normally fine liners, that sort of thing. Well, now, using these paint markers, you can, let's just get another one. Open up these. I should have opened up these before we came on air. There we are. Let's just have a little prime of the pink as well. Just tap it a few times. That's all you need to do. That then gets the paint moving inside the pen and gets it start to come down to the nib. There we go. It's coming in a minute now. There we are. It's on its way. And then you can just have lots of fun. Oh, wow. I wasn't sure how bright this pink would be and how vibrant it would be either. But once it starts to flow, it flows really well. You've got to leave it to dry for a few minutes, maybe an hour or so. But what about this? You can be artistic on ceramic. You can maybe, I tell you what would you pay if you were buying designer tiles, just feature tiles? Maybe you've got a white tiled wall in the kitchen or in the bathroom, but you'd love to have maybe a couple of feature tiles with some funky artwork on it. You can just buy plain white ceramic tiles from your local DIY store, do a bit of artwork on it, do a bit of tangling on it, or a bit of doodling or whatever it might be, and you can have those as feature tiles on your kitchen wall. Now, these have always been £12.99. I don't think you can see the pink very well on there. Let me get you another colour. Let's do a blue. Now, these weren't normally £12.99. We're going to give you all 6, is it? Yeah, all 6 of these pens for £9.99. And they can go onto virtually any surface. Yes, you can use it on cardstock as well if you want to. They say give it a shake. There's actually a ball bearing inside there, which you can probably hear. That's going to mix up the paint really well. Should have done that before, to be honest. Give it a shake, and then basically pump the nib. Just tap it a few times. You can see that the blue starts to come through and it kind of wicks through the nib really easily. And before you know it, you don't have to do this once. You don't have to do this every single time that you start to use them. As the paint starts to come through the nib, it's like a capillary action. It just keeps on flowing. There we are, it's starting to come now. Sorry, it's a bit like watching paint dry, this, isn't it? Here it comes. There we go. Let's do our next stripe. Now, the pink doesn't come across very well on the camera, but it's a lovely, bright, vibrant bubblegum pink. Let's do the blue. The blue stands out well. It's cool, isn't it? Blue's really lovely. And I'm amazed just how wonderfully fluid these paint markers are, actually. And it doesn't leave lines. You get a lovely coverage. I mean, you'll take a lot more time and effort with yours than I'm doing with this. So you can really be funky and arty, tangle to your heart's content. There we go. So that's on ceramic, but imagine it on wood, imagine it on all sorts of surfaces. Maybe terracotta. Yep, you can use it on terracotta, all sorts of different surfaces. I've lost the lid somewhere, but you get all 6 of these for just £9.99, the multi-surface pens. And as I mentioned before, with a dry iron, you can actually be very arty on a plain white t-shirt. How much does a plain white t-shirt cost you at the supermarket? £2.99? Get a plain white t-shirt, do your own art on it, set it with a hot iron without the steam. You can use it on fabrics as well. And also think about fabric, maybe fabric cushion covers for maybe the garden furniture or the sofa or something like that. You can do all sorts of things with these. Now, they're the pastels. If you like the idea of it, but you want to go with your more vibrant colours, we've got this pack of 4. These are your primary colours. So let me just take these out of the packet for you for a second. Now, these are slightly bigger, and you've got slightly more paint in them as well, but it works in exactly the same way. This time you've got your yellow, you've got your red, you've got your blue, and you've got your black. Now, these work exactly the same way. Let me take off, what should we do next, a red or let's do a red colour. Now, this is a slightly bigger nib. Same thing, you've got the ball bearing in there, which helps you to mix up the paint. Give it a good shake. And again, you can either pump them or you can just leave the nib pushed down. It's up to you. If you leave the nib pushed down, it will still do the same effect. Just kind of wicks the paint through the nib, or just tap it. Now, these are £6.99 for yellow, blue, black and red. These are your more vibrant colours. Here it comes. It's starting to wick through the bullet nib. There we are. And again, ceramics, terracotta, wood, MDF, any sort of surface like that at all, and fabrics as well. Absolutely brilliant. Just set, if it is on fabric, you've got to set it with a hot iron without any steam. That's the only thing you've got to remember. There it is. It's starting to come through, see? Just a little bit of white left. When that gets filled up with the red, you're ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. Now, the price of $6.99 isn't $6.99 if you use Summer Special. If you use that promo code, it will go down by 70p to £6.29. There it is. Just put that in the promo code box. When you get to checkout, if there's anything else you want on the website, by the way, things you're running out of, glue, double-sided tape, foam pads, anything like that, put all of your order into your basket, use Summer Special, and you'll get 10% off of that, even if it's stuff that we're not actually showing you on the TV. Now, you probably wouldn't have mixed these colours together, but I just want to show you how this is a real telephone box red, a real Christmas red, a Santa red, if you want to think of it like that. Wow. Look at the coverage. It just goes on absolutely effortlessly. Doesn't give you like a blotchy or streaky finish at all. Everything is covered beautifully with these. Again, you take a lot more time. Probably, I'll tell you what would be a good idea. If you're doing anything like this, straight lines, just use masking tape. I haven't got any here this morning to do that, but that will give you a perfect straight line, a much more professional finish. And then just peel off the masking tape, and you'll have a perfect straight line. But look at the coverage you get. From taking it out of the box, in literally seconds, you can cover even a slippery surface like ceramic effortlessly even, without any trouble at all. So you get black, you get blue, you get yellow, and you get that red as well. Now these are big, you get lots in there, and they've got a 4.5 mil nib on there as well. So that's $6.99, and that's HCP 204, HCP 204, $6.99, less than 10% in the promo code Summer Special, and you'll get them for £6.29, I think, yeah. 0800 001 4433, that's our free phone number. So basically call that number now. You won't get charged anything for the call on your mobile or your landline, and also you will, of course, get an account as well. If you haven't got an account, you'll literally get set up with the operator free of charge, okay? So it's HCP 204, that's the product code if you want those 4 pens, and just give us a call or go to the website, which is hobbymaker.co.uk. Okay, now, I mentioned that we've actually got gemstone dust. Now, this is another way of colouring, but think of it like glitter. It's literally gemstone glitter. You've got Soda Light, which is that lovely blue. You've got Tiger's Eye, powdered Tiger's Eye. You've got Carnelian. You've got Labradorite. You've got Peridot. You've got Chrome Dioxide, and you've also got Ruby as well. Now, these are all genuine gemstone dust, basically. Gemstone dust is what you're looking at here. Now, you might think, well, what do I do with that then? Well, you can use it like you use glitter. So in other words, if you want to put it onto like a glued surface or whatever, you can do that absolutely perfectly. But what we've got here are MDF pictures that have got adhesive on them. Now, this is one of the first things I ever brought you, actually, when I first joined Hobbymaker about 6 months ago. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the pictures to choose from. We'll go through those in a second, but I just want to show you what this is all about. It's literally crushed gemstones. So this is the ruby that I'm emptying at the moment. So let me just, well, I'm not going to empty it, I'm just going to put a little bit on the counter for you. And it's just like glitter, but it's genuine gemstone dust. Now, how special is that going to be when you're using that and putting that on pictures to say you've actually got real ruby, real chrome dioxide on there? It's incredibly different, very, very unusual. This is the only place I've ever brought you anything quite like this. Now, $14.99, CGXP 23. $14.99. Now, we've only got a few of these left. They have been massively popular in the past. We're going to let you have all 7 of these pots for £8.99. It will bring new dimensions to your crafting. Treat them like glitters. Obviously, they don't sparkle like glitter, but it's actual genuine gemstone dust. Can I just use one of these pictures to show you how they work? What about the butterfly one? Okay, let me show you the butterfly. Now, these are in the show. We've got an owl, a tiger, we've got a unicorn, and we've also got a cow as well, and we've also got the butterfly. Now, these are MDF plaques, and they've actually been covered with adhesive and a template, a stencil. Now, the idea is that when you pull back part of this stencil like this, it reveals the MDF underneath. Okay? So just do a little bit at a time, but that has actually got adhesive on it. You don't have to put any glue on it at all. It's actually got a sticky adhesive. Now, what colour shall I use so that it stands out against the MDF? Let me put on the soda light. Now, this is like a bluey colour. Just take the top off for a second. Now, $6.99 for your butterfly design. And what I'm going to do is just gradually sprinkle the soda light over the picture. Now, you can kind of cover it completely. You don't have to be kind of frugal with it because you're going to put a lot of this back into the pot. So let's just put a little bit of the soda light, or quite a bit of the soda light, over where your adhesive is. Just like this. See if I've put enough on there. And then with your finger, just basically smooth it over the surface. Now, it's a bit like embossing powder in that a lot of what you're using isn't going to be used. It's going to go back into the pot. Now, you'd have a funnel or something like that, which I haven't got here in the studio. But if I just move that over. Have we got any A4 sheets here or anything I can put this onto? Just an A4 sheet of paper is all you'd need. Just rub that in with your finger. Give yourself an exfoliation at the same time. So all of that. Thank you, Dan. Cheers, buddy. So, and then what you don't need, you basically tap off. So you see how much you've not used? So that can go back into the pot so you're not wasting anything. Let's just pop that back in here. Waste not, want not. There we go. So you've used the tiniest amount. In you go. Pop that back in there for the next time. But what you've done is you've covered this picture with genuine sodalite. So you've now got that lovely blue over the top of the MDF. And of course, you've got all these other colours that you can play with. Some of these colours are very much like the MDF colour. The carnelian's quite MDF in colour, so is the tiger's eye as well. So you're actually making art, wall art, with incredible, genuine gemstone dust. So, 2, 4, 6, 7. Now that's the powder at £6.99. No, that was £8.99, wasn't it? £8.99 if you want the gemstone powder. Now the other images we've got. Now, if you don't like the idea of using, I tell you what I could do. I could use the early bird, couldn't I? If you don't like the idea of using the gemstone powders, you can use basically any glitters you like on the adhesive panels. So we've got, this one's the owl. Now look at this. Actually, can I use the early bird on the owl? Why not do it? Now, you would normally have like a pokey tool or something like that. Now, if I just, with my fingernail, try and lift up this, there we go. Just a pokey tool will help you remove a layer. I'm just going to do a little bit of this. Let me just do his tail feathers and show you what this could look like with glitter. Now, pick a colour. Bright yellow, is that what you want? Laura, our producer, wants bright yellow. Now, this is from the early bird, where you're going to get 24 pots of glitter. We're going to do pop art owl, a psychedelic owl, So there we go. And basically all the adhesive has been put on the MDF for you already. That gives you a really good kickstart. He's going to be the funkiest owl you've ever seen. What about that for a colour? I'm going to be covered. By the time I finish at 8 o'clock this morning, I'm going to be covered in glitter. I know I am. Part and parcel of the job. Occupational hazard. When I pop down to the supermarket later to get my sausage roll or whatever, they'll be looking at me strangely. They always do. Okay, let's pop that onto, where did I put my A4 sheet? Oh, it's down here. Again, you're using the smallest amounts. Tap off the excess. Brush off any excess that you don't need. That can go back into the pot. And then you're sorted. There we go. So that's part of the early bird. But you can see that where you've got the adhesive, and you can mix the colours if you want to. Obviously, this is the waste here, so you'll just peel that off. But you can have a psychedelic tail feather of an owl. Now, the owl, if you want this, is £6.99. And they're all around about A4 in size. So there's your owl. We then got, which one next? The tiger? Okay. The cow. One of my favourites, the Highland cow with bedhead. I looked a bit like that about an hour ago. EMVL02. Always the product code is a mixture of letters and numbers with us at Hobbymaker, okay? So there's the Highland cow at $6.99. Again, all these pieces are separate. All of these cutaways you just remove to reveal the adhesive underneath, and whatever you want to put on there, I mean, to be honest with you, you can use any type of glitter. You could use embossing powders as well, and you could then heat the embossing powder because it's basically a glued sticky surface. And then of course you've got the gem, the powdered gems we've got in the show for you as well. But the artwork is fantastic. Just get your pokey tool, that lifts off every individual area. So just do a bit like when you're doing gem art or anything like that, or diamond dots, anything along those lines. Just remove a little bit at a time. That then protects all the other adhesive areas. You're not going to get it kind of covered in dust and fingerprints and so on. So that one is your cow, the Highland cow. Then we have the unicorn. Look at the detail in the unicorn. Really, really great attention to detail. All these little elements on the horn there, for example, the mane, you can make all of these strands of the hair on the mane completely different colours if you want to. Make him psychedelic, make him really muted colours, pastel tones. It's entirely up to you what you do with it. But every little bit you just peel off with a pokey tool and then colour with your glitters or your gem dust or your embossing powders. That's your unicorn, £6.99. And what about the tiger? If you love tigers, I mean, all of these are A4, so they're easily frameable. Your tiger, this is great to do with the tiger's eye and that sort of thing, in all those different shades of brown and gold. That would be absolutely lovely. Now, we can do a deal on the tiger. We can take the tiger down to just £3.99. And of course, the actual background, that's also adhesive as well. So you can easily remove the background, do that maybe a dark colour, and then do the other colours for the face in all different shades of brown and gold. That would look really spectacular. $3.99 for the tiger, VYVL 95. VYVL 95, your tiger's only £3.99. £3.99. Now, everybody who's a crafter, or everybody that's not a crafter, needs storage. We've got two colour choices. Now, these, since they've been on air, have been massively, massively popular. I know our Zena, she bought a couple of them for her dog, and her dog bits and pieces that she takes around with her. Ivy actually comes into the studio and kind of curls up underneath the desk. It's so sweet. She's so lovely, lovely cockapoo. But she bought one of these because she's obviously out and about, dog walking. You've got the bags to carry, you've got the treats to carry, the food to carry, that sort of thing. But also, I just love it as a storage bag that you can have down by the side of where you sit when you're doing your crafting. Now, these are made from heavy-duty canvas. You've also got a very strong corded top to the bag as well, and it kind of keeps its shape. Even with nothing in it, it keeps its shape. It's strong, it's sturdy, nice, solid, strong, reinforced base to it too. But what I think really makes this bag special is that you've got these outside pockets that are coated, so if anything spills, you can easily wipe it clean. You get those all the way around the outside. You can put your bottles of glue in there, loads and loads of room, but then you've got exactly the same on the inside. Now, if I show you inside the blue one, it's a bit dark to see, but you can see you've got pockets exactly the same on the inside. So you've got outside pockets, inside pockets, and then a massive space in the centre for all your bits and pieces. You've got also your reinforced handles, and you've also got, of course, your good easy grip handle to this as well. Now this is $17.99. You can use it as a shopping bag, you can use it as a baby changing bag, whatever it might be that you need it for. Maybe you're a person that does beauty treatments, maybe you're a hairdresser, you want to have all your different bottles of bits and pieces. If you've got a general bag that's just got one opening and everything gets chucked into it, you can never find a thing. I've got a bag a bit like that. I can never find exactly what I'm after. But here you've got all these compartments inside here to get so organised, and you can get so much in there. If I just roll this down so you can see it a bit better. I don't think you can see the inside of it very well, so let me just show you. Here we are, look, see? So every little bit, all the way around, 360 degrees, you've got those internal pockets, and then a big space in the centre for all of your bigger items. So this is like a TARDIS. I mean, it's not that big, but the capacity for its size is absolutely immense. So this one is your navy. Now this was massively popular when we launched this. That was only, what, about 2 weeks ago? Something like that, I seem to remember. There's no zip on it. There's no clasp on it. It doesn't necessarily need to close, because when you actually put the handles together and you pick it up, I mean, you've got a handle that's long enough to go over your shoulder. So, you know, if that's going to be a shopping bag, or it's going to be a bag if you're out in town, going into a town centre or city or something like that, and you want to have your essentials with you, but you also want to keep things safe. Just by putting it over your shoulder, putting your arm down, that closes the bag. So, but everything's there where you need it. I mean, my mum's got a bag. When I take her out sometimes, she's got like a very soft kind of collapsible bag. She ties a knot in it. And whenever we go anywhere and she needs to buy anything, it takes her like 10 minutes to undo the knot in the top of the bag. This is instant access in seconds. Really good idea maybe as a bag to have in your bathroom with all your cosmetics in, a bag to have in your craft room with all your crafting goodies, all your different glues, that sort of thing. Whether you're a needle worker, into your quilting, you can put your rulers in there. And it is an incredibly strong, secure canvas bag you've got on this. It really, really is. So that is the blue option. Now, the green option we've got for you is very, very stylish indeed. I'll pop the blue one over there for now. This will be easier actually for you to see the inside of it, I think. So if I just undo the handles, you've got a Velcro fastening on there as well. But yeah, I think the green is easier to see inside, it's slightly brighter. You can see you've got reinforced stitch pockets all the way around the inside of the bag, and the same on the outside of the bag too. $17.99. Now this is PDGP 74. PDGP 74, £17.99 for each of them. Green or blue, go for both if you want to. But remember, £1.80. Don't forget this, £1.80 will come off the cost of this bag when you use Summer Special. So I think this is the lowest price these bags have been. So it takes it down to £16.20 roughly. $16.20 for each of these canvas bags. Summer Special, one word, just put that into the promo code box, say that to the operator if you're calling our call centre, and you will get an extra 10% off your purchase of whatever you're buying from us today on the website or on the phone lines. And that's valid until midnight on Sunday, okay? So grab what you need, all those essentials, an extra discount, just because it's the summer special, our end of summer special. But it's not really end of summer yet, is it? We've still got some nice, hot, warm days to come. When does summertime, is it October? In September? September, I think it is, yeah. But yeah, we're not wishing our summer away. We've still got some nice warm days to look forward to. But it's a really well thought through bag, the design of which I've not seen before anywhere. And it's completely circular, so plenty of storage space, no fastenings to worry about. And as I said to you before, the fact it's got arms that aren't too long, but are long enough that you can put it over your shoulder and use it as an everyday go-to-work bag. You could have your lunch in here, whatever it might be. But I just love the fact you've got all those different compartments. I mean, for hand luggage, for example, if you're going on a plane, really great, really, really good, because going through security, you've got to open things and zip things up, undo buckles, undo knots. This is really easy access for everybody to see what's in there as well. It could even be a picnic bag. If you want to go down to the riverbank or something like that, you could put your food in there. I mean, it's not insulated like a freezer bag or anything like that, but $17.99, Really good price. These were only available about a couple of weeks ago for the very first time. And they should be a lot more than this price, as you can probably tell. Now, if I show you both colours together, you can pay your money and take your choice. Which do you like? Do you like the kind of nautical look of the blue? Or do you prefer the more kind of earthy tones of the olive green? They both look great, they really do. So I know Zena went for two. She went for one blue, one green. Maybe you want to do the same. And today that will, if you go for both of them, you'll save basically £3.60 off the price, because it'll be just under £36 for the two, but you'll get £3.60 off with that 10% discount code at the checkout as well. Now, let's move on. Now, this show, remember, is a mixture of kind of glitter art. We've got some shrink plastic coming up in a minute. If you've never seen shrink plastic before, it's one of my favourite things. It's brilliant. And we've got some brand new storage for you as well, which is basically multiple ideas for storage. It's not storage for one particular thing. You can use it for all sorts of things. Now, Dremel. You know the name Dremel. When it comes to tools and that sort of thing, Dremel is right up there for quality. And they've done a glue gun. No surprise there, you might be thinking, but this is no ordinary glue gun, because this is a glue gun that you can actually use to do glue art. And what I mean by glue art is, although this is glue, it's of course coloured sticks that you've got here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 6 different colours of glue sticks. And you can do all sorts of wonderful things with it. You can obviously use it to kind of colour in as well as actually sticking things together. You also get 3 of the traditional clear glue sticks as well. They're included in the box as well. So you've actually got, I think it's 9 glue sticks in total. But yeah, if you've never thought of using glue as an art form, this is brilliant. Now, the Dreamies use glue guns an awful lot for their projects, but yes, you can use it to generally stick things very, very strongly, but you can also use it as like a drawing and a colouring tool as well by using the coloured glue sticks too. Now, as you would imagine with Dremel, the glue gun is really well manufactured, really well made. It's got its own stand, so you're not having to put it down on its side or anything like that, so it stands upright. So when it's very hot, it's very, very safe. But you've got lots of tips and ideas. So yeah, I mean, you can see, this is what I mean about glue art. If I just show you here, on a non-stick surface, like a non-stick mat, and a heat-resistant mat, you can actually make shapes. You can use stencils with it as well if you want to, if you're not very good doing things freehand. But you can literally use the different coloured glue sticks to make stars or snowflakes or whatever you want to do. And it's really great fun. And when it dries absolutely solid. So you can make ornaments, all that sort of thing. Even jewellery has been made out of glue as well. But using the different coloured glue sticks, it's just a brilliant thing. And these are a kind of standard size. So make sure you, obviously when you're buying separate glue sticks, make sure you get the right size. These are the smaller ones. You can get larger. These are the smaller ones that were on the market. You've got 3 of the clear, and then you've got 6 of the different colours, a blue, a red, a green, a black, a yellow, and a pink. And it's a dual temperature glue gun as well. So you can actually choose whether you want it to be 105 degrees or whether you want it to be 165 degrees, depending on the project that you're working on. If you're working on like quite delicate fabrics, you might want it on the lower setting. If you're working on something more kind of industrial, kind of harder, then you can put it up to the high temperature. But full instructions come with this as well. But Dremel is a name for hand tools and things like that. They've been around for a number of years. They're very well respected. So you know you're going to get a glue gun that's going to last you a long time. And yeah, as I said, dual temperature, and it's £16.99 today for your glue gun and your glue sticks. SADR96 is the product code. If you need a glue gun, then why not invest in a brand that you've heard of, that you know as well. SADR96 is the item number. 0800 001 4433. That's the free phone number, and the website, of course, as well, hobbymaker.co.uk. And if you've just woken up, it's 6:45 nearly. I'm Dave Bradford. It's Wake Up to Hobbymaker. We do this every weekday, Monday through Friday, between 6 and 8, and then we're back this afternoon between 1 and 6 as well. Now, another brand that you heard of, that you know, that you love, are Wow. And that's a great name for a brand. It really is, because that's what you get with embossing powders from Wow. You get that amazing wow factor. Now, you've actually got 3 different colours of embossing powder here. You've got your Dominica. Now, these are kind of named after Caribbean islands. And if I just turn it around so you can see the colour. It's a mixture of kind of silver and green. Really beautiful kind of Caribbean colours. So like a seafoam colour. So that's that one. The next one you've got is your Bahama, and that's a mixture of like a turquoise and silver. And then the last one you've got here is your Montserrat. Now these are actually inspired by Marion Embossing. Marion is a designer who's actually come up with these colour combinations for WOW. Look at that, imagine that when it's actually heated, when it's melted, and it becomes this beautiful, shiny, almost like a lacquered surface. That's what embossing powder gives you. And the price of this, it works out to it's less than £2 a pot. You're looking at about £1.80 a pot with the 10% discount code. And that's EZYQ59. EZYQ59 for all three of these. Maybe you've got your classic golds, you've got your silvers, you've got your bronzes, your rose gold embossing powders, but you want to have something a little bit more exotic, a little bit more kind of out there, then that's what these give you. This one at the top is more of a kind of a emerald green. The one beneath it is more of a teal or blue. And then you've got that fantastic, it's more of a kind of an olive green at the bottom, a lighter green at the top, and that wonderful blue in the centre. All Caribbean-inspired colours for £5.99. And again, remember, you use the tiniest amount of embossing powder, you really do. Now, lots of you getting in touch this morning. Susan's sent a message in. Hello, Susan, good morning, hope you're well. Susan says, morning, Dave. Susan from Manchester here. Good morning to you and all the crew. And to you too, Susan. Thank you for getting up early. They're all saying good morning in my ear to you. So thank you for tuning in and watching Hobby Maker. Have you heard Hobby Maker is up for an award? We are up for an award as the best shopping channel, and thank you ever so much if you voted for us. And I'm up for an award as well, as Crafting Personality of the Year or Male Personality of the Year, whatever it's called. But certainly vote for Hobby Maker. If you want to vote for me, thank you very much. But vote for Hobby Maker. We want Hobby Maker to win your favourite crafting channel of the year, because we're still very, very young. And if we manage to do that in such a short period of time, that's amazing. So follow the link on our website. That will take you to the Crafts Beautiful website, which is the magazine that's actually doing the awards. And I think the winners get announced beginning of November, I think. So yeah, if you fancy doing that, only takes a couple of minutes. You could win yourself a holiday at the same time by doing it, and it's completely free of charge to do too. Okay, that's part one. We're going to be back with part two in just a second though. Stay tuned to Hobby Maker. More still to come, including the brilliant shrink plastic.
Want to know what's going on in the next show? Then head over to our website. Click on the TV guide. This will tell you who's presenting, which guest we have joining us, along with what's going on in each hour. If you ever miss a show, you can catch up by clicking on the day you missed and then click Watch This Show. You can also view what product was on and if it's still available to buy. Catch up on Hobby Maker. We have some exciting news. Hobby Maker has been nominated in the Best of Crafts Awards for 2022. We're so amazed that nearly 6 months have flown by since we launched Hobby Maker, and we couldn't have done it without the Hobby Maker family. Thanks to all the presenters and guests for entertaining us and inspiring us every day, and for all the viewers for tuning in for all the fun. We're lucky enough to be nominated for 2 awards in our first year, which are the Most Loved TV Shopping Channel and Dave Bradford for Male Craft Personality of the Year. To vote, please head to our website to find all the details you need to get involved. Thank you for your support and votes. Here at Hobby Maker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay 1 postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged 1 P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobby Maker.
Welcome back. It's Friday morning here at Hobby Maker. Hope you're having a lovely morning so far. If the alarm's just gone off, stick with us for another hour and a bit if you can, or stay with us all day if you'd like to. We've got Sewing Street coming up at 8 o'clock as ever, and then we're back with more shows this afternoon with the Dreamies and Hunky Dory as well this afternoon between 1 and 6. I'm on my own note this morning. If you want to get in touch and say hello, we'd love to hear from you. It's free to do that. All you have to do is basically go to our website, hobbymaker.co.uk. There's a little area where you can send us a message. That goes through to our gallery. Laura and the team and Paul in there today will send the message through, like we said with Susan a few minutes ago. Tell us what you're going for. If you've never seen shrink plastic, you're going to be in for a treat. We've got that coming up in just a second. But we've got a few essential items that are in the show today. And remember, we've got that brand new offer for you. Absolutely everybody can enjoy an extra 10% off this weekend with us just by putting Summer Special. All one word, don't split it, just put Summer Special as one word in the promo box. You'll get 10% off all of your order when you put that in at hobbymaker.co.uk. Having said that though, if you use the phone and you don't use our website, doesn't matter, just tell the operator Summer Special and they will knock 10% off your bill as well. 0800 001 4433. And as I always say, if you're a new customer, that's what I would do. I'd phone that number. They're a great bunch up there. It's 24/7 call centre in the UK, in this building, and they will give you an account absolutely free of charge. Your first purchase gives you an account and then you're off, and you can use the website or the phone from then on. Now every crafter, I've just ordered mine actually a couple of weeks ago, needs a craft mat. I use mine for modelling. You can use yours literally for any craft that you work with, whether you're using your craft knife. This is actually a self-healing cutting mat, and it's LXZX15, LXZX15, and it's a 35.5 by 30 and oh, it's not. Is it square or not? It looks square to me. It says 35.5 by 30.5. Hang on, let me have a little look. Yeah, it's a square. No, that measurement's wrong. It's 33 by 33. There we go. 33 centimetres by 33 centimetres, a perfect square. You've got inches on one side, centimetres on the other. I love the fact you've got the grid on there as well. It helps you be very precise and accurate when you're trying to central things up. You've got various different angles there as well, going up in degrees and so on. But it's a self-healing one. So if you are using a craft knife and you're cutting things, then this is a great mat to consider going for. But what would you pay for a cutting mat normally? I don't know, 15 quid, 10 quid? There should be $11.99. That's what we would normally charge you for this cutting mat. Maybe yours has seen better days. $11.99 should be the price. We're going to do a crazy price on this for you today. Where's it going? I don't know actually, I really don't know where this is going to go. £4.99. £4.99. And remember, your P&P is capped at just $3.95 for the whole day. So if you buy this now and you come back at 1 o'clock and buy something from Hunky Dory or the Dreamies, you won't pay any more P&P than the $3.95 for the whole day's orders. All of you on all the forums that I see online love that about Hobby Maker, the fact you don't have to fork out for a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth postage. It doesn't happen, you don't have to do it. $4.99 for a 13-inch square or 33 centimetre square cutting mat, reversible, inches one side, centimetres on the other side, but equal sides, very, very useful. When you're doing any type of crafting, you want to protect the table that you're working on. The last thing you want to do is be worried about leaving cut marks or anything like that on your kitchen table or your dining table, even worse. With this mat, it's going to give you that large surface area. So basically, if you're doing your 12 by 12 projects for scrapbooking, this is perfect because it's a 13-inch square mat, so you've got a border around the edge. Under a £5 for a cutting mat, a professional quality self-healing cutting mat is a bargain price. Nearly 7 o'clock on Friday morning, you may have woken up thinking, oh, you know what, I'm not going to be buying anything today, don't need anything, and then suddenly you see this and you think, well, actually my craft mat's seen better days. It's a bit mucky, it's a bit stained, it's a bit dyed. If you've seen other cutting mats and you're paying probably 3 or 4 times the price of this, today we'll get this delivered to your door, $4.99 plus your one P&P of $3.95. And it's a practical surface to work on as well. You know, if you've got a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, you don't want to have a 12 by 12 mat. You want to have a mat that's got that little bit of extra size to it. Actually, that picture, that's the rectangular one. Have I got the wrong one here? Is that the one you're going to get? Because that's 35.5 by 30.5. I've got the 12 by 12 here. That is the one you're going to get, isn't it? That one. Yeah, I've got the wrong one here, sorry. So you are going to get that one. That's the size that you're going to get, 35.5 centimetres by 30.5 centimetres. That's even better, even bigger area for even less money. So not the 12 by 12, you're going to get that one. That's what you're going to get for £4.99, 35.5 centimetres by 30.5 centimetres. Now in inches, let me just have a little look at the screen. That works out to... Oh, that is a square. That looks rectangular the way it's been taken. How bizarre. Yeah, that is 13 by 13, okay. That's been taken at a very weird angle because it looks rectangular. This is the one you're going to get then. This is the square one, 13 by 13. There we go. It did look rectangular, didn't it, in that picture? Very strange. LXZX15, that's what you're going to get, £4.99. £4.99. Now, dead excited, shrink plastic. Now, we've got lots of shrink plastic in the show. Shall we show you the moulds? Okay, let me show you these moulds. Now, we've got two moulds in the show, one that is kind of domed and one that is a star shape. Let me have a little look at these. Now, these are really cool. Now, these are made from like a silicon material, so they're incredibly strong, incredibly heat resistant as well. Now you've actually got two. You've got this one, which is a dome shape. So what this is going to do is actually when you've used the heat plastic and you've shrunk it down and it's still molten and it's still malleable, you put your heat plastic or shrink plastic in there and you can then actually mold it into the shape of the mold, which is really cool. So this one is going to come with 5 of your flowers. So you can make into jewellery, obviously, if you want to. That's what the intention is with this, because this is a jewellery maker product first and foremost. But what they actually give you are the templates here. So you can actually, if you buy sheets of shrink plastic, you can actually draw around these templates and make your own little floral beads or little brooches or little links for a bracelet, that sort of thing. That's the idea. Now, if I just show you, I've got a heat gun here. Can you follow me over here? Because a heat gun won't stretch this far. So let me just show you. You get 5 of the petals in the shrink plastic, and you get the template, and you get your instructions, and you get the mould as well. Now, if I just take my tweezers and my heat gun, watch this. If you've never seen a shrink plastic before, you're going to be absolutely gobsmacked and amazed. I'll move the others out of the way. The idea is you just basically heat this with your heat tool, and it will shrivel down to around about 20% of its original size. How cool is this? And the idea is then you can put it in your silicone mould, and while it's still hot, you can then literally mould it into the shape of the mould. And you can then make your own links if you want to. You can actually, probably the best idea is to actually make it flat to start off with. So I'll do another one for you. It's got a mind of its own. It's fantastic stuff. It really is. There we go. Watch it shrivel up. And it becomes incredibly tough and durable. Put it on the mat, flatten it, and then you can pop it into your mould, put the pin in the middle of it, squidge it down. You can then make it into the most beautiful link. How about that? That could be a pendant, it could be a link on a bracelet, it could be a little brooch that you want to make. And when it cools down, it doesn't take long to cool down at all. It's incredibly strong, incredibly durable. Now, if it goes wrong and it kind of curls up on itself, you can just heat it again and it will then unravel and you can then squidge it down. Probably a good idea to make it flat first of all, put an acrylic block or the base of this onto the table and flatten it. And then, while it's still warm, with your tweezers, put it into the mould and it then becomes this beautiful domed link. Now, you can add all sorts of things. You can colour it if you want to as well before you actually shrink it down. You can colour it with your permanent markers, your permanent pens. But it goes down, as you can see, this is the size that the links actually start, and then it goes down to around about 20% of its original size. But it becomes, from a very kind of malleable, soft plastic, it then becomes an incredibly strong and tough plastic embellishment. Really cool. You can put them on cards if you want to. They don't weigh anything. They're very, very light indeed, so it's not going to increase your postage costs. But for making your own jewellery, it's absolutely cool. So this is the one that you're going to get if you order ASYX92. It's £14.99, and you're going to get 5 of the shrink plastic flowers. You get the templates, which you can use, of course, on sheets of shrink plastic to make more and more and more of your flowers if you want to. But that's like a starter kit if you want to make your own beautiful flowers. Now, the other one we've got for you in the show is this one. Now this is a different mould. This has actually got your star mould. Again, this is made from a silicon material, the sort of thing that silicon bakeware is made out of. So it's incredibly tough and durable and pliable and malleable. But it will literally make a star shape of any of your shrink plastic. Now you've actually got with this one 21 pieces, 21 pre-cut pieces to make your own little beads. Now this gives you an idea. I haven't actually got any alcohol markers in the show, but if you wanted to, colour in your beads with alcohol pens, you could do that. I don't know if we've got any around, but yeah, that's what's been done with these. So you can actually colour them before you shrink them. Don't do it afterwards. And what will happen is the colour will intensify as the actual beads shrink down. But I'm just going to show you here with some plain clear ones. You get all these different shapes and sizes, and they've all got little holes in the centre of them as well. So that's the hole, of course, that lets the actual pin in the mould go through it. Let me have a little go with this one and use this particular mould. Open that up so it's ready to go. It's a bit like embossing powders. It's one of those things that once you do it, you just get kind of addicted to it and you love it. You just want to keep on going. And it doesn't take long. Within a few seconds of using the heat tool, look, here it goes. Whoa! Just shrinks down. It kind of finds its proper resting place. Pop it down on a surface and then just flatten it. There we go. So there is your shrunk flower. And if you're not happy with it, just heat it up again and flatten it again. So there's a little bit there that's a bit curved, so let's heat that again. Makes it molten, flatten it down. There we go. And then you can pop it into your mould, heat it again. So it goes all soft. Then pop in the star. There we go. And that will then give you the most beautiful star-shaped flower. How cool is that? Dad, have we got any alcohol pens? Could you have a look for me? Thanks, mate. I just want to colour one and show you how the colours actually intensify. But that's the way that you actually use these. And that could be, again, it could be an earring. It could be an earring, it could be a brooch, it could be anything. And because you've got that little hole in the centre, you can easily thread it onto a bracelet or something like that if you want to. But yeah, think about the fun you can have actually colouring these in as well. We'll have a little look for some alcohol pens and see if I can just do a little bit of a design on these for you a bit later on. Where we go next? Okay, now, we've also got more templates for you in the show as well. Now, these are actually made from shrink plastic. So over here, we've got a choice of 2 designs, actually. Which one do you want to look at first? Okay. Let's have a little look at this one first of all. Now, first things first, what you use as shrink are the cutouts. What you get left behind with is a fantastic stencil. So you can use that with your spritzers, your chalks, your inks, all that sort of thing. So that's what basically is technically the waste, but please don't throw that away. Use that. You can use it as a wall art if you wanted to. Now, what an amazing prize this is. This is from Debbie Bulford. You've got the flowers and the wild leaves. And yeah, so you pay more than $5.99 for a stencil of that size, wouldn't you? You really, really would. We're going to go down even lower. That's not the end price. The end price is it's DTV L02. DTV L02, £4.99. So there is your waste. There's your stencil. Then you're going to get, obviously, what's been cut out. So you're going to get all of these fantastic flowers. Now, bear in mind, these are going to shrink down to around about 20% of their size. But again, this could be for jewellery. It could be for home decor projects as well. You've got the big flower. You've got the leaves. Which one do you want me to shrink down? The leaf. Okay, let me shrink down the leaf. let me take one of the, you get, how many did you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 7 elements in here, floral and leaves and the centers as well. Let's take the leaf down. Okay, let's go over here to our heat mat so I can shrink it down for you. So now this is a lot bigger obviously than the flowers I showed you a few minutes ago, so we'll take a little bit longer to do. Oops. Okay. So this doesn't shrink down to the same extent. So here we've got that lovely leaf, as you can see. So that is £4.99, £4.99. It's DTVL02. DTVL02, £4.99 gets you the leaves, it gets you the flowers as well. Now, if you want the leaves, the sheets of shrink plastic, let me show you this. Now, these are great, actually. You've got 6 sheets of your gold. These are beautiful. So you've got your wonderful gold leaves in there. You've then got your black. You've then also got your clear, and you've also got your multicolored as well. Now, these are individually available, I believe. So let's do the gold first of all. So let's just take these out so you can see. It's not just gold. You do actually get silver in here as well. 6 sheets in total. This is the metallic. So this is your metallic. Let's have a little look here. So you're going to get 3 sheets of gold, 3 sheets of silver. So if you've got punches or anything like that, or you want to cut these into whatever shape you want, if you've got maybe stencils, or you've got, say for example, if you wanted to cut the leaf out, use the stencil that we showed you a few minutes ago, obviously there you can easily draw around that, cut that out and shrink that down, and it works in exactly the same way. So what you make out of your shrink plastic is entirely up to you. £3.49. £3.49, and that's going to be 35 pence less if you use that promotional code, of course. Summer special. Every single letter has to be joined together, so it's not 2 separate words, it's all one word, summer special. You'll get another 10% off your entire order, and that goes for everything on the website as well as everything in the shows today as well. That's £3.49, so it's only basically, for 6 sheets, that works out to just about 60p a sheet. Yeah, about 60p a sheet. DKG 437 is your item number there. DKG 437, £3.49 for your shrink plastic, 3 gold and 3 silver. Now the other colourways we've got for you, let's do the black. Now this is just black, so you get 6 black in total. Again, really, really handy, really, really useful. There's your black. And we've got quite a few of these available. Let's just show you. Now I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me just take the black out. Let me just, I'm going to be a pain. Dan, have you got any scissors? I got nothing to cut it with. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Right, now let me just, I'm just going to use one of the alcohol pens just to draw around this. Obviously it's on black, so it's not going to stand out very well, but I can see it to cut with the scissors. There we go. So this is the idea. You get a plain sheet of A4, use a stencil that you've already got or a stencil you're buying from us today, and then just basically cut out your own shapes and shrink it down, whether it's for, you know, whether it's for your projects for your home decor, that sort of thing. But remember, the rule of thumb is it's about 20% of the size that it originally was that it shrinks down to. So, and it's easy to cut as well. You don't have to be that accurate because it does shrink down. If you've got a few wobbly lines or you're not the best with scissors, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fantastic cutter. So if you've got a few jagged bits or a few wonky lines or whatever that you've done with the scissors, it doesn't matter, because when it shrinks down, you won't even see it. There we go. I don't listen to what I'm told by demonstrators. I should. You move the paper, you move the shrink plastic, you don't move the scissors. I'm learning gradually, but that's what they all tell me to do. Actually, it's a lot easier when you do that. So There we go. And it's incredibly exciting stuff actually, shrink plastic. It's real fun to use. Obviously, adult supervision, if it's a kid that's using it or getting involved, but at the end of the day, whether you're making things for the home, whether you're making jewellery for yourself or whatever it might be, shrink plastic is not expensive, but it's incredibly good fun to use. Okay, so this is a very, very, very rough flower. See what I mean? Not the best with scissors, but you know, you get the idea. Just hold this with my tweezers, get the old heat tool going. And I'm using Gordon and Justin's Be Creative heat resistant mat here, so if you're wondering what it is. It freaks you out a little bit when it starts, but it kind of, if you keep on heating it, it kind of rectifies itself and sorts itself out. There you go. And if it kind of sticks together, have no fear. Keep it heated. Then you can use your tweezers to kind of open it again. There we go. Just prise it open. And then you can flatten it. Just open this out again. There we go. I'll tell you what I'll do. Put that on the bottom. So if it sticks together like it has here, do not worry. You can just keep on heating it. Then you can open it out. It's just great fun to use. Then you can flatten it if you want to as well with your silicone block. There we go. You get the idea. It's easier to do at home. But basically, whatever you shrink it down to, it becomes 20% of what it started its life at. So probably best idea to do slightly smaller things than what I've done there. But this is the sort of thing that you can do with it. Shrink it down and make it into little petals and little jewellery pieces just like that. Cool, isn't it? Little earring charm, little charm bracelet, whatever it may be. But the sheets of shrink plastic, try saying that. Sheets of shrink plastic, you get 6 sheets of black for that price of just, what was the price of the black one again? $3.49. $3.49 for 6 sheets of black shrink plastic. The other ones, we've got the clear for you. Now the clear obviously is a blank canvas. You can literally use it for all sorts of things. I'll tell you what, I'll do another one in a minute and I'll colour it with the alcohol pens and you'll see how beautiful it looks when you actually colour your clear shrink plastic. 6 sheets of the clear, and that is basically A4, 6 sheets of A4. That's QLG446. QLG446, your item number. And remember, any order that you want to purchase today, you can do it either on the free phone, you can do it, of course, on the website as well, at hobbymaker.co.uk, but the phone number, 0800 001 4433, that is £3.49 for 6 sheets of clear. Now, let me just do one of the clear petals from the previous kit I showed you, because I've actually got some alcohol pens now. This is from the Star kit that we did a few minutes ago. And this is basically the same as what's in here, just already pre-cut for you. So if you've got any things like punches and things like that at home, then this is obviously the sort of thing that you can use with your punches very, very easily. But if I just get some alcohol pens for a second, let me just use this to kind of show you how brilliantly you can decorate. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of colour on each of the petals here. Do a bit of orange on each of them. And then use a different colour around the outside edge. It's got to be an alcohol pen because it won't stick. Obviously, if it's water-based, it will just literally come away. Let's get, say, the red. Do red around the edges. Oop. There we go. Well, it looks a similar colour, actually. Let's do a different colour. Let's do this one. Slightly different colour, there's not masses of difference, to be honest. There we go. Just colour this in, and you might think it looks a little bit anemic at the moment, but when the shrink plastic shrinks down, it's going to be really quite an intense colour. Any alcohol pens you've got from any of the brands that we bring you, Spectrum Noir, Prism, any of those will work fine. There we go. Right, let me just get my heat gun and my tweezers. There are my tweezers. Right, let's get this going. This is great fun, it really is. Just like embossing powders, it's fab to watch. Can you see the colours intensify as well? Pop it down and then literally flatten it. Just use your silicone block to squidge it down. But now, from those quite washed out colours that we showed you at the beginning, making it thinner, making it smaller, it intensifies those colours beautifully. So great to colour the clear shrink plastic with, isn't it? So £3.49 if you want your A4 shrink plastic. The clear is what obviously most people go for first of all, because it is a blank canvas and you can colour it in using your alcohol pens to make gorgeous charms and gorgeous pieces of jewellery. And then we've got the multicoloured. We've got the multicoloured as well. And the multicoloured is, we've got here your red and your yellow. I think, oh, we get all these colours. You get all these colours in the pack here. So you get your red, your orange, your yellow, your green, your blue and your purple. A sheet of each of those. Again, the shrink plastic in the multicolour. That is £3.49 for those as well. I know loads of you love shrink plastic for lots of different reasons. You can use it in your scrapbooking for charms. You can use it for jewellery. You can use it in your card making, of course, as well. All 6 of those, £3.49. EYG 427 is your item number there. So we've got the multicoloured, we've got the clear, we've got the gold and the silver, and we've got the black available for you as well. And remember, it's £3.15 if you use the promotional code Summer Special. Now, it may be that you like the concept of the shrink plastic, but you're thinking, well, I don't really know what I do with what I've made. Well, that's where this comes in, because this is actually from Kathy Sheldon, and it's Shrink, Shrank, Shrunk. Make stylish shrink plastic jewellery. So you can see here, the idea behind it, you can make beautiful shrink plastic pendants, for example, little badges, gorgeous earrings. I mean, look at those beautiful lily earrings. They're really stunning. And charms for a charm bracelet. The kids are going to love this as well. You're going to love it. $14.99 is the book price. And if I just kind of give you a little flick through, shrink plastic is a massively popular thing, whether you're making things very traditionally, like a cameo there, for example, how to do that. Full instructions are included. But the idea is to pre-colour them before you shrink them down, because then it really intensifies that colour magically. How to use pencils with them too. You can draw. If you want to do with like a permanent pen, like a fine liner, like a archival ink sort of thing, you can of course draw onto your shrink plastic before it gets shrunk, and that's a very effective way of using it. Also using your punches. I mean, we've all, I'm sure, in our drawers somewhere at home in the craft room have got punches just like this. Maybe you've not used them for years. Well, they'll come back into their own when you use them with shrink plastic as well. So really cool book, lots of ideas, lots of hints, lots of tips. Earring, loads of inspiration. And remember, whatever you make is incredibly light. Nothing weighs very much at all, so it's fab, isn't it? There we go. So every single page full of inspiration. You know, it's a bit like, I remember at school, one thing that I made at school years and years and years ago, many years ago, was like a resin tag, a resin kind of pendant that Mum gave to my mum. It looks a little bit like that, but of course there's no weight to this whatsoever, and it's incredibly affordable too. But the book with inspiration, all about shrinking, shrink plastic, $14.99, DGMD 64 is your item number, DGMD 64. Well, it is Wake Up with Hobby Maker. I'm Dave, and it's Friday morning. Good way to start the weekend, or look forward to our long weekend. We've got another spotlight for you actually coming up right now. Yeah, so our spotlight, another one, we spoiled you. We had our spotlight earlier on with those fantastic glitters just after 6 o'clock. Now, it's entirely up to you what you're going to be using this for. At the end of the day, these are just really good quality storage boxes. Top quality. Now, you're not going to get three. Sorry, you're not going to get one. You're going to get all three. You're going to get all three of these. Now, if I just show you around the first one, they're all different colours. You've got pink, you've got white, and you've got blue. But these could be for maybe your nail polishes. They could be for your embossing powders. They could be for all sorts of things. You could use them for your pens if you want to, if you keep the lid up. You're going to get all three of these at an incredible early bird price. GIG P80. GIG P80. You're going to get that baby blue. You're going to get the white. And you're also going to get the cream as well. And they actually stack on top of each other really nicely as well. I mean, these could be bathroom storage. They could be caddies for your smellies, for your nail varnishes, all those sort of things, or equally, they could be for anything at all. It could be that you're into model making, you've got lots of bits and pieces. You can put your embossing powders in there as well. You could put all of your little pixie powders if you've got those. Anything at all that you just find you struggle finding and just want some organisation, then this could be the absolute answer for you. And I love the colourways. They're incredibly fashionable colours at the moment. These kind of almost like distress oxide colours, aren't they? They've got a kind of chalky look to them. They are plastic, and you've got that acrylic lid as well, so you can see at a glance exactly what's inside each of these. But if you think to yourself, what I could really do with those? They'd look good in the bathroom. They look good on my craft desk. They look good. Maybe you could have them as bedside organisers as well. You could put your loose change, your keys in them, that sort of thing as well. What you put in them is entirely up to you. At the end of the day, we can never have enough storage. Even if you're not a crafter, everybody needs storage. Whether these are they going to organise you in the kitchen? Are they going to organise you in the bedroom, in the bathroom, wherever? Maybe you're someone that goes on the move to do, maybe you're a hairdresser or anything like that. You've got your clips, all those sort of things, your rollers. You can put ink pads in there, the smaller ones if you wanted to. The small ones that Hunky Dory do would fit in there a treat. But you've got a compartment, like a section in the centre there to decompartmentalise both sides. But very well made, really attractive colourways. And the price that we can do these for you today, I thought this price, when you see the price, I thought this was going to be for one. And I thought you had to choose. It should be the sort of price you pay for one. But we're going to give you all three of these for $9.99. $3.33 each. Where are they going to go? What room of the house are these destined for? Maybe they're going to be different rooms. Maybe you want one in the bathroom, one in the bedroom, one in the kitchen. This is absolutely flying. I'm not at all surprised. Now, not surprisingly, we have a bigger audience after 7 o'clock than we do at 6 o'clock. So I know lots of you wake up, especially on a Friday or a weekday, and you start your day with us before you go off and do your daily routine, whatever that might be. But it's a nice kind of fluffy way to start the day, showing you a little bit of craft, showing you some new techniques, showing you some new storage today. Have these been on air before, Laura? No, they haven't. No, not with us on Hobby Maker. First time you've actually seen them. Now, obviously, we've got sister channels here. We've got Sewing Street that's coming up at 8 o'clock. We've got Jewellery Maker as well that's coming up at 8 o'clock too on different channels, but they're all part of us. We're Hobby Maker with them. Gemporia, Gems TV, of course, as well. But they've not been with us before. If you are a sewer, if you are a jewellery maker, these have got great uses for you as well. If you're a general crafter, loads of uses for these. I mean, just to have storage at your fingertips that can stack, if you want them to go on top of each other, they can stack on top of each other, no trouble at all. But to get all three, I'd have thought $9.99 each would have been not a bad price. Not a bad price at all. And they look good in any room of the house. And they're very inoffensive colours. You know, they're not going to kind of clash with anything I'm sure you've got in your home. That beautiful kind of dusky pink, you've got the white, and you've got that lovely kind of powder blue there as well. But what will you put in yours? Tell us. What are you buying them for? What do you see going in these? Now, I've actually got... I'll use my mat to do the measuring actually, because if you're thinking, will that fit inside? You've got the first compartment is 7 centimetres, so's the second one. So across, the whole thing measures about 12 centimetres of internal storage, about 7 there and 7 there. So that makes 14. So yeah, about 14 centimetres of storage there. And from front to back, I think it's about the same. Yeah, looking about 11 centimetres from the back to the front there, okay? So they're really good size and they're really deep as well. They look cute too, and the fact you've got that transparent Perspex lid on the box as well is an added bonus. You can see exactly what's in there, what colours you've got in there of your ink pads or whatever it might be. Whatever you've got on your desktop that's kind of cluttering, that looks messy, that's just getting in the way, that's really frustrating you, everything should have its place, and that's what you've got in here. a chance to organise yourself for $9.99, $3.33 each. But remember, if you use that promotional code, you're going to get another £1 off. It will go down to $8.99 for all three, making them only £3 each. That's the code you need all weekend, right the way through until midnight on Sunday. You'll get an extra 10% off with the code Summer Special. All one word, put that in the promo box. So if you're buying a big machine or something, a big investment this weekend, enjoy an extra 10% off with us until midnight on Sunday, the 28th of August. Now, someone's actually put 5 of these in their basket, I've just been told. What are you going to do with 15 storage tubs? Are you thinking about having them on shelves? I mean, maybe you've got 3 or 4 shelves on your wall, on your craft wall, and you're thinking these are perfect. You can actually, if you want to, have them on their side so that you can actually see physically what's in there. So you don't have to have them like that. You can actually have them like that. And then, of course, you can lift the lid open from the bottom. So that's another way of actually displaying them. And they are literally everything's at your eye line and at your fingertips then, isn't it? So yeah, they'll work that way. They're predominantly designed to be like that, but if you want to have them on their sides, you can do that as well. So what are you going to be putting in yours? What are you going to be stacking in yours? You could stack those ink pads, obviously not the wider ones, but the smaller ones vertically. All the colours are absolutely visible. But I just love the fact that, you know, everything's got its place. This is not costing you a small fortune. If you went into a high street upmarket store and they were $9.99 each, you would think, okay, that makes sense. They're $9.99 for 3, or $8.99 if you use the promotional code. Jacqueline's in, Sylvia in London, Tonya in Cornwall, Julie in Bristol, Aleem in Worcestershire, Sue in Derbyshire. All of you putting these in your basket today. What are you using your storage boxes for? That beautiful baby pink, the white, and that wonderful cornflower blue as well. GIGP80, another fantastic offer today. It's one of our spotlights for today, which is one of the key hero products of the day. Those 3 for less than a tenner, less than £9 using the promotional code Summer Special. Now, this show's been a mixture of all sorts of different mediums. We've had glitters as our early bird earlier on at 6 o'clock. That's still on the website if you want to see that. That was 24 pots of glitter for $9.99, which is insane, I know. We've also, though, got some fabric paints for you too. Now, have a little look at these. Now, which one do you want to go for first? The shimmer ones in the middle. Right, okay. Now, fabric paints. Lots of you, I know, love your fabrics. We've got Sewing Street coming up at 8 o'clock today. But if you love to maybe colour your fabrics, maybe you want to use stencils and that sort of thing, then these are from Pebeo, brilliant brand. You can't say fairer than Pebeo as far as colours are concerned and paints are concerned. Now these are again iron set. You set these and you can then machine wash up to 40 degrees without any trouble at all. But maybe you're talented in that you can do freehand painting. If you can, I'm envious, I really am. But if you haven't got that skill and you're thinking, well, crikey, let me loose on fabric, what do I need? Use the stencils we've got on the show today. Now these are fantastic, they really, really are. Now these have got a shimmer to them. Now as you can see, you get a lot there for your money. You've actually got, how much in each one? 20 mil, so it's 12 pots of 20 mil, and these are the colourways that you've actually got here. You've got a couple of metallics as well. You've got a lovely gold, shimmer gold, and you've got your shimmer silver. You've got your black. Well, I'll just put all the colours out and you can see them. That lovely red, the brown. Here we've got the shimmer brick. Okay, look at terracotta colour. Look at that purple. It's more of a fuchsia. Now, these haven't been on air before, I don't think, not with us. Electric blue. We've got the, oh, how'd you say that? Chlorophyll? Oh, chlorophyll, sorry. That's the colour, chlorophyll. And then we've got turquoise. And then lastly, we've got the shimmer pearl as well. These are all fabric paints. So it may be an apron that you want to decorate. It may be a bag for life that you want to decorate. If you've got like a crafty apron that you put on to protect your clothes, why not paint it? Why not decorate it? Why not kind of Santangle it with paint? You can doodle with paint and the paintbrush. Why don't you? So you've got a total of 24 pots here, and look at the price. $14.99 for 24 Pebeo paints for fabric. TBP W51. TBPW 51. $1.24 a pot, but that's before you put the discount code in. You'll get an extra £1.50, so £13.49 is what you'll pay for all 12 of these pots. All 12 of these fantastic fabric paints from Pebeo. I mean, there are certain names that stand out in crafting, in arts and crafts. Pebeo is a brand that every crafter, even if they're a brand new crafter, will instantly know and recognise. Renowned for their quality, and they come beautifully boxed as well, actually, if it's a gift. So this one is your shimmers. That's going to give you that wonderful subtle sparkle. 12 of those for just $14.99, and give it a try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, now the next ones we've got for you, these are fabric paints again. These though are your light fabrics. So we've got here the yellow, the red, the purple, the blue, the green and the black. So let's just take these out of the box. And these are 6, so you get 6 of these. Now if we could do 12 at $14.99, I wonder what price we're going to with these. They come really well packaged as well, but look at these colours. Let's do £8.99 on this. £8.99. Just give them a little bit of a shake before you use them. Again, these are heat set with a hot iron and not steam iron. Turn the steam off if it's steam iron, but a hot iron. Iron it for a few seconds, and then it's water resistant to a 40-degree wash, so you can actually wash and with no worries whatsoever. So again, it could be that you want to use these on a canvas. It could be that you want to use them on a jacket. Maybe you've got an old denim jacket that you're just a bit bored with. You want to jazz it up a little bit, paint the arms, paint the back or something. Remember, use a stencil, but Pebeo paints will give you amazing results. They really will. And you can mix the colours together if you want to. If you want to get an orange, mix the red and the yellow together. Look at this purple. I mean, these colours, they're not shy, are they? They're really bold, really, really beautiful. This isn't a shimmer finish, though. This is a standard colour, a matte colour, but beautiful colour. Black, fuchsia, green, blue, red and yellow. All of those, 2, 4, 6 of them in total, for only £8.99 from Pebeo. And then the other colourways that we got are, these are the opaques, I believe, yeah. So slightly different effect. So they're the block colours. We showed you the shimmer, and now we've got the opaques for you as well. And again, you're going to get all these colourways. You've got 6 of them in here. I think are we going to match the price on the others? Yeah, we're going to match it. Let's match it. Let's do it. Now the opaque one's obviously slightly different effect. So there's a kind of a translucency to them slightly. But again, you're going to get black, green, blue, red, yellow, and you get your pearlescent there as well. Just give them a shake before you actually kind of open them up. Yeah, that one's your white actually. So you get a white, a yellow, a red, a blue, a green and a black. But this is the opaque. Do you know what? These sort of prices, I'd be tempted to go for all 3. And if you went for all 3, you'd end up with then 24 pots. You get 12 with the shimmer, 6 with the standard block colours and 6 with the opaque. And that would only be just over £30. Yeah, be about £33, less your 10% discount, and only one P&P of £3.95 all day long. And remember, if you are brand new to us, 7:30 in the morning, maybe your alarm's just gone off, maybe you got an extra day off today. Some people are having an extra day off to make it an extra long weekend. If you're flicking through the channels and you come across us, we are live at 7:30. We're Hobby Maker, I'm Dave, and these are the deals we've got going on at the moment. Every day of the week, we bring you a free phone number for our call centre. That goes without saying, 0800 001 4433, free phone call in this building, UK call centre. Also, cap postage of £3.95 every day, no matter how many orders you make from midnight to midnight on a daily basis. And then occasionally we have extra deals going on as well, which is what we've got going on here today. Summer special, 10% off, everything you put into your basket, everything on the website as well, everything on air, 10% off just by using summer special in the promo box when you get to the checkout. And that's all the way through until Sunday at midnight, okay? That offer's on all through the weekend. So the Pebeo fabric paints, absolutely brilliant. If you want them today, I can't believe that price actually, I really can't. The fact that they are quality Pebeo, not unbranded, Pebeo paints, you know they're going to be fantastic. The opaque ones, we've got the block colour, and we've also got the shimmer as well. Now, if you love things like, if you've seen our Craft Hut shows with Joe Jarrett and that sort of thing, where we do the resin and the pouring and all that sort of thing. Well, this isn't resin, these are paints, but they are pouring paints. Now, look at these. Have you ever heard the phrase dirty pours? Well, that's something we use with resin very often. You can actually just basically pour these paints from a little container, or it's actually direct from the pot if you want to. I mean, this is, oh yeah, thank you, Michael, cheers. This is a dirty pour, for example, but this is using obviously different colorways. And what this has been set with is a clear resin over the top. So this is the sort of thing that you could be doing with these paints, okay? And these are also Pebeo, so you know they're fantastic quality. This isn't exactly what you're going to be doing with them, but it gives you an idea. And the resin locks it in. It kind of protects it and gives you that fantastic shine off the surface. So if you want to kind of just, maybe you're not really an artist, but you love your colour and you like the colours to just do their thing, then you can use these pouring paints. And these are ready to use as well. And they're lovely and shiny. They're all glossy. You've got your, almost like a champagne gold. You've then got your silver, and you've then got that beautiful, beautiful copper. Now, obviously you can use it on MDF, you can use it on all sorts of surfaces. Now, should be $12.99. You're going to get all three, yeah? Oh, you get one, right, okay. The copper first of all, okay, so you get one, and the copper is going to go down to, what? $2.99? So actually, that was me saying you get all three for that price. Actually, if you bought all three, they'd be less than the price that you should be paying for one. £2.99 for your pouring paint from Pebeo. How about that? And you get a lot in there, actually. It's 118 mil. Hang on, bear with me. I'm just going to get the paper that I had over here. Just get a piece. Oh no, the paper's gone. Okay, let me just use the back of this. I just want to pour a little bit out onto some paper for you, just so you can see the kind of consistency. Give it a shake first, mix it up. I mean, look at that. Look at the consistency of it, but look at the shimmer that's on it as well. Now, obviously, if you've got a brush, you can brush it. If you've got a spatula or something like that, you can mix it if you want to, have a little play with it. But these are designed to be poured. You can actually mix them together and create wonderful images and wonderful effects. And they don't kind of contaminate each other. They kind of stay separate, which is really lovely. And that's the benefit of the pour. And if I just then get this one, which is really, this gold is beautiful. Just let the paint do what it does. Obviously, I'm just really kind of improvising here with a little bit of A4 paper, but imagine that on MDF. And if you want it to kind of do its own thing and run, look, they stay separate. They absolutely stay separate. So you can have a lot of fun with this, make your own individual art, and it's not too runny. It's gloopy, so it's not going to be running all over the place. Now we're going to match the price with the silver as well. Imagine maybe making coasters out of these. When you've got the design and the actual pattern you're happy with, then just protect it with a little bit of resin over the top when it's dry. But look, they stay completely separate. They don't run into each other. So you can have all sorts of fun with it. But can you see the amount of shimmer and shine that's on those paints? Thinking about MDF, think about chipboard, anything like that, canvases as well. You're going to get a lot of fun out of these and something, you'll be making unique art actually. Now we've matched the price for the silver too. Just £2.99, should be $12.99 each. So you're looking at really about nearly £40, no hang on, £12.99 each, that would be, nearly £40 worth of paint. And you're going to get it today, if you want all three of them, for less than £9. With an extra 10% off, that will take it down to less than £8 for all three. The silver is FQPW52. FQPW52, $2.99 if you want the silver one. And then the gold, everybody's favourite colour. If you want that gold, and it's a really lovely kind of champagne gold as well. And there's no smell to it. It dries beautifully glossy. You may not even want to put resin over the top of it. When it dries and it still keeps its shine, maybe that's the finish that you're happy with. LAPW12, and that's the gold if you want it. There's the gold effect. Very, very popular already. £10 off each one. You save £30 by buying all three. You pay one P&P of $3.95. So for less than £9 this morning, or less than £8 with a discount code, you can have the bronze, the silver, and the gold. 0800 001 4433. Maybe you've got, I don't know, an old piece of furniture that you want to give a new lease of life to. Let me just see what it says on the side here about, yeah, ready to use for pouring. Yeah, it doesn't say any surface that you can't use it on, so I'd imagine you can use it on wood, you could use it on all sorts of surfaces, maybe the top of a coffee table or something like that, or top of a bedside cabinet. It's entirely your call. Or just for art that you want to put on the wall. Think about your canvases. We've got canvases on our website and they would be absolutely amazing. So you can paint with them, or you can just basically pour with them and let the paints do what they do. Just let them run and create that really unique work of art. I'll just put a little bit more of the brass on here actually, because I've got lots of gold on there, lots of silver, but not actually lots of brass. There's something very satisfying about it as well. It automatically kind of fills in the gaps. And again, put it in one place and then just let your paint go where it wants to. It doesn't take long to dry in actual fact. And the shimmer that's on that, I don't know if you can see, I'm just using copier paper here, which isn't ideal for this demonstration, obviously, because it's all kind of puckering up. But if you're using a canvas or using something solid, and you can, with a spatula or a scraper, easily move the paint around or just let it do its thing. It's entirely up to you. So $2.99 each, down from $12.99 per bottle. And that is brass, we've got the silver, and we've also, of course, got the gold there as well. Now, we've got Jewellery Maker, of course, coming up at 8 o'clock, and also Sewing Street coming up at 8 o'clock as well on our other channels. Now, if you are into your jewellery making, then this is a product that I'm sure you're familiar with already, but if you're not, you want to invest in this today. This is what they call gem tack. Now this is suitable for all sorts of things like rhinestones, crystals, sequins, anything that you want to stick onto fabric. This is what you need, and this is what will actually stick them brilliantly. And we're coming up to Strictly season soon, aren't we? That is the sequin season of the year, and it may well be that you want to kind of have, I don't know, jazz up a jacket, jazz up a shoulder on a jacket or something like that, or an outfit. This is what you need, and it really is good stuff. It's a permanent glue for crystals, rhinestones, sequins, for fabric, and it dries completely crystal clear as well. So the last thing you want to do is to be walking around with like a blouse on or a jacket on or a coat on, and you can see the glue where the gems have been stuck. So if you've got loads of sequins, lots of gemstones, rhinestones, maybe you want to be a pearly king or queen, anything like that at all, whenever you want those embellishments to be stuck permanently onto a fabric, onto a coat, jacket, blouse, anything at all, maybe it's fancy dress. Maybe you're inspired to take up dancing yourself, and you want to have something that's a little bit shimmery, a little bit kind of jazzy, then this is what you need. I've not seen this before until today, but I know this has been a very, very popular product on our sister channel, Jewellery Maker. So if that's the case and you want to stock up on this, I think it's the first time we've actually had this on our channel today. But you know, there's lots of you that like to jazz up outfits and jackets and blouses. Maybe you've got some of the little kind of crystal gems left over from maybe a picture kit that you bought from us, or maybe you've got packs of little sequins and gems and you're thinking, oh, I wouldn't actually mind using those on that denim jacket that I was going to throw out, or that jacket that's got a big, you know, kind of mark or something on it. This can cover a multitude of sins, and it doesn't take long to dry either, and it's completely washable. So whatever you stick those sequins or those gemstones onto, you can wash this without any trouble at all. TBCV 98, $9.99 is your price for Gemtac, $9.99, and it's 0800 001 4433, the phone number, or hobbymaker.co.uk, the website. Now, lots of you are inquiring about the storage that we've got in the show today and what an offer for this storage. Absolutely brilliant. This was our spotlight that we launched a little bit of a while ago. Loads of you have got these in your baskets, but you've got to check out. Remember, they're not yours in your basket until you have physically checked out. Normally, you'd expect to pay anywhere $9.99 each for those, any day of the week. You really would. Today, we're letting you have them with a discount code for £8.99. Summer special, put that in the promo code box, and you'll get £1 off. Now, loads of you are buying multiples. Remember, size-wise, you're looking at around about 14 centimetres across. Depth-wise, you're looking at about 7 centimetres deep. And they've each got a divider. You've got a divider in the middle. You can't remove the divider, it's there permanently, but you know, it's perfect for all sorts of things that us crafters have, and maybe little, if you've got loads of little pots of something, or there's little pots full of embossing powders, pixie powders, all those sort of things that we love to bits, but sometimes we just put in a drawer and then we forget about them, can't find them. You know, one compartment could be for your embossing powders here, you could have your glitters on this side. If you bought the early bird earlier on, all those 24 pots of glitter, you could put, you know, half a dozen in there, half a dozen in there, and so on, but you're going to get all three of them. And as I said to you before, they're designed to be kind of flat standing like this, but there's nothing stopping you, if you want to, putting them on their side. Obviously don't put them the other way up because the door would open downwards, but put them up that way and you've then got easy access to everything that's inside there. So you can visibly see everything, put them on a shelf or something at eye height. It just gets you organised, doesn't it? We all need storage, but we all use storage in totally different ways. This is the spotlight for the show. $9.99. $9.99. GIGP80. And remember the special discount code, summer special, you put that into the promo code box on the website and you get your 10% off. If you call the call centre, you've got to say summer special to them. If you don't, you won't get the 10% off, okay? So they're expecting you to say summer special, just say that to them and they will make sure that an extra 10% comes off your bill when you get to checkout. Say you want the spotlight and you want another 10% off this already amazing deal. I think these are the first time we've seen these on Hobby Maker today. And the thing is, you know, everybody uses storage differently. So you may want to put some blending pads and things like that in one side. You want to maybe put your blending brush in the other side. You want to put some ink pads in there, size permitting. Yes, absolutely, they can go in there. It could be that you just want to use them in the bathroom. You want to put your cotton wool pads in one side and, I don't know, cotton buds in the other. It's up to you. Very, very good value for money at basically £3 a pot. That's what we work out to with the discount code. $8.99 for all three, so that's £3 each basically. GIGP80, that's all you need to quote or put into the basket on the website. Or if you go to the website, you can see everything that's actually in the show and then select what you want to put into your basket, and these will be on their way. I don't think they've been on before. I've certainly not seen them on Hobby Maker before, but not just for crafts, for any purpose. They could be kitchen storage. You could put maybe your spices in these as well if you wanted to, spice pots, things like that, or your little herb boxes or your little herb sachets. It could be your maybe you want to put your tea bags in here. Maybe you've got like green tea in one, standard tea in another, herb, you know, maybe some strawberry tea or whatever. All your designer teas. Everything's got a place. They're good cupboard organisers as well. 0800 001 4433. Where are you going to be using yours? Actually, on the kitchen windowsill, they'd look good. Yeah. You know, kind of that sort of height. Everything's there. You can see everything at a glance. Bathroom organisers, craft room organisers, obviously. It could even be that you want to use these maybe in the garden shed. We've got a workshop or a garage, nuts and bolts and screws, things like that. Everything has its place. You've actually got 6 separate storage compartments there for just $8.99 using the discount code today. What will you be putting in yours? Lots. Okay. GIGP80, that's the product code. Remember, if it's the first thing you've ever bought from us, the operator can open an account for you. You can do it yourself on the website as well. But if you're not sure how to do that, all we need from you is your email address, and then you make up a password. That's it. But if you'd rather do it on the phone, if you're not really into email and internet, that sort of thing, just give us a call, 0800 001 4433. Loads of those storage boxes in baskets right now. Okay, now, it may well be that you weren't with us at 7:15 or 7:30. These bags, since we've had these, and they've only been available here for about 2 weeks, blue has been the most popular, but they've been so popular. I've not seen a bag quite like it, in that you've got storage on the outside, lots of pockets on the outside, but the same storage pockets are on the inside too. Let me show you the green one actually first, because it's easier to see in the green. It's a bit brighter. You can see the pockets easier. But if I just roll this down for a sec, you've got these internal pockets going right the way round, loads of space for your bottles and that sort of thing, but you've also got the same on the outside as well. So if one of my pet hates is I've got a doctor's bag I carry around, but the zip really annoys me. It either opens up too wide and things fall out of it, or I can't really do it up very easily. This is a no hassle, fuss-free bag, which I know Zena, our presenter here, bought 2 of the other day. She's got the lovely Cockapoo Ivy, and it's a great organizer bag for all the things she has to carry around for the dog. This could be a baby bag, it could be a fishing bag, you name it, you can use it for all sorts. But again, it really does help to organize all your bits and pieces. So it could be bottles, it could be rulers, it could be dies, it could be absolutely anything that you want to put in here. And do you know what? This is the sort of bag I keep in the back of the car. Rather than using the kind of plastic bags for life that just end up looking very messy and I forget all the time, you know, a bag like this, you could get lots of your groceries in. And if you have to go through one of those really annoying till checks, don't you get really bugged by those? And it's always when you've packed your bag really pristinely as you go around the supermarket, everything's been packed nicely, and then you get to the till to check out and you've got a check. And the guy comes along or the lady comes along, she takes everything out of the bag and then puts it all back in incorrectly. This is an easy access bag for that sort of thing. It really, really is. No nasty zips or anything like that to get in the way. No kind of tricky gaps or openings to try and get your hands in. Everything is easily visible. But also, of course, when you're carrying it over your shoulder, your arms act as like a closure. So it can be a shoulder bag if you want it to be too. But I just love the fact that it doubles up as great go-anywhere storage when you're indoors. And it's like a tote bag. Tote bags that are open. The reason they're open is that every crafter can easily get what they want and they can see everything that's in there. Well, this is like an oversized tote bag. You can easily see everything that's available for you. Everything has its place. It's made from this reinforced canvas, and the edging of it as well. This is actually a thick cord. It's like a rope that's inside there as well. So it's incredibly strong and sturdy. And that's the same on the base. You've got that too on the base there as well. But yeah, you've got like a water resistant coating inside. I don't know if you can see just there. You can see that kind of shiny surface. So if things accidentally spill, that's like a waterproof coating, so you can easily wipe clean anything that accidentally leaks, and we all get leakages from time to time. And you've got that on the inside pockets as well. So it's a wipe clean inner surface, but it's tough, durable and strong. It's like a barrel bag, isn't it? Really, really good. Now these normally have got a very hefty price tag. We've got them at a bargain, £17.99. PDGP 74, and that bag's going to last you a long time. That's not going to wear out anytime soon. And then here is the blue. Now I can imagine that in a bathroom. You could have all sorts in there. You could have your washing gels, you could have your hair shampoos, your conditioners in there. You could put all your cotton wool in there. You could even put a towel in there if you wanted to too. It could be a beach bag. Absolutely, it could be a beach bag. Great holiday bag. Absolutely brilliant for holidays. And again, if you've got to go through security checks and that sort of thing, everyone can see what's in there. Minimum of fuss, maximum access as well. And it's a bag that stands up on its own. There's nothing in there. I mean, most bags, when you put them down, if they're empty, will just kind of topple over. This has got a really good circular base to it and a strong reinforced edge on the base as well. So that's going to really stand upright for you. Yeah, I mean, how many times have you put a bag down and it's just kind of fallen over and everything inside it fallen out? That's not going to happen with this. You can get loads and loads and loads in here. Now, the internal pockets are what I think makes it different, very different. Again, the blue's a bit trickier to see because it's a darker colour, but if I just roll down the sides, you can see, there we are, look, and they're all the way around. So you've got every single pocket there. That's again got the waterproof lining to it. So again, if you accidentally have something that leaks or something that cracks or whatever, it's a bit of an inconvenience, but can easily wipe it out, no harm done. And you've got the same on the outside as well. So you've literally got, how many pockets? 2, 4, so there's 8 on the outside and 8 on the inside. So 16 pockets, plus you've got that huge well in the middle for all sorts of other things. So yeah, great for a shopping bag. You've got nice long webbed handles and reinforced comfort handle as well, so that keeps the straps together so they're not going to flop down the sides. But there we go, whether you're holding it by hand, whether you're holding it or putting it over your shoulder, yeah, a great beach bag. That's a really good idea, and the blue one in particular is perfect for that, isn't it? Maybe you go fishing. I've got, where we live now is right by a lake, and the number of kind of fishermen that I see going to come and they kind of stay for like 2 or 3 days and sleep there overnight and stuff like that. So this could be a great kind of fishing bag if you want it to be. Anything that you need organising, everything has its place in a bag like this. Loads of you putting these in your baskets right now at £17.99. There is your green. Blue is the most popular. Which one's the most limited? The blue. Blue is the most limited, and it's the most popular. So that possibly could be the first one to sell out if you want the blue one, but there's the green, as you can see on the screen. I think the green's my favourite colour. I really do like that colour green. The green and the brown, really nice, really, really lovely. So yeah, if it's a bag you just want to keep in the back of your car, why not choose one of these? And these, remember, are really, really strong canvas material. This will not, it's the sort of thing that rucksacks used to be made out of, that sort of material. So very strong, very, very durable. Now, it could be, we talked about paints earlier on today. It could be, maybe you want to decorate fabric and you're thinking, okay, well, I'm not an artist. I need I need a bit of help. We've got these really cute little silk screens for you. Now, I say little, they're about, I think they're about 7 by 5, something like that in size. Is it 4 by 5? Okay. Well, anyway, as you can see, they're really cute, and there's literally thousands of tiny little perforations in these silk screens. So, you know, you're going to get that dotty design very, very simply. It could be that you want to decorate a bag. It could be, again, you want to decorate an outfit, whatever you want to do with it. But the thousands of tiny little holes in there are what allow you to create this really lovely dotty pattern. And of course, you may have got some of the silk screens that we've done in the past, kind of units. You can use it with that, but then you can use them independently. You can literally just stick these down with a little bit of low tack tape and put the paint over. And of course, the paint will go where you see the white dots, and it won't go through where you see the pink. So this one is only $5.99, LPBK 90. LPBK 90 is the product code, $5.99 for that one. Now, the one with the lines is this one here. Now, this is going to give you the effect of like wood, I suppose, to a large degree. And again, where the white is, that's where the actual ink and the paint's going to go through. And what type of paint you use is entirely up to you. Just wash them clean, wash them out when you've used them. And again, you can't really see the holes at all, but they are there, thousands of them. And then the last one we've got, now this is going to be a pattern that you might like to put on a bag or something like that, is this one. And this is going to be the same deal, same price. So this one's called the circles, okay? So they've got those interlinking circles to create that, almost like a mandala style. And these are tiny little silk screens, but you can multiple use them to do larger areas if you want to as well. So they're all available. Don't forget our spotlight deals on the show as well. And we had our early bird with the glitters. Now we're going to be back with International Dog Day this afternoon. More fun on that. We'll have a bit of a competition going on between 1 and 6 this afternoon. And also we've got, of course, the fantastic Dreamies and also Hunky Dory here as well for 5 shows this afternoon. Thank you ever so much for your company. Remember, check the website. If you've just got up now and missed some of the show, you can see all the items back if you go to hobbymaker.co.uk. Enjoy Jewellery Maker, enjoy Sewing Street, and I'll see you back here on Hobby Maker at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Don't go anywhere.